Hi, it's Angel Shaver, Stampin' Up independent demonstrator from Kansas, and I'm not actually live today. You are watching a recording because I had an appointment at the time I generally go live. So everybody's watching a recording today, but leave your comments and I will respond to you as soon as I get back and see them. We are going to make the second card with the Rooted in Nature stamp set today. And this is the one we are making. And I'm going to go ahead and just point the camera down to the workstation and let's get started. I'm trying to figure out. Okay. We are using a piece of crumb cake cut hot dog style, which is 4 1/4 by 11. And we are going to fold that in half and use the bone folder to crisp up the crease. I had to find my bone folder. I had hidden it under my ink pads. We'll set that aside for now because I'm going to go ahead and do some stamping. And I'm going to put the pieces of paper aside that we aren't going to stamp on. Okay. From my Rooted in Nature stamp set, I'm going to grab the stamp that's a little branch, and we're going to make a couple of those. One with crumb cake and one out of mint macaron. And I'm going to use my Stampin' Scrub with a little bit of mist on it to clean off my stamps. Okay, and the other color we are using for that leafy branch is mint macaron. I should have closed up my crumb cake. Alright. Here is the mint macaron. I'm going to put it over here. Alright, and clean up that stamp. Put it away. Close my stamp pads so I don't leave all kinds of unintended ink spots on my card. And then Rooted in Nature is a two stamp case bundle. So I'm going to go ahead and get out the other leaves that we are using. And I think we will do another Words Are Never Enough. I'm not sure which one of these will be. There it is. Put this aside for now. Grab my leaves. We are going to stamp the leaves in Grapefruit Grove. Okay, set that aside because we will be getting out the Big Shot and cutting some things out to put on our page. I believe I used Cajun Craze the first time on my sample of this card. I'll show you. I used Cajun Craze with a Grapefruit Grove ribbon. And now I'm going to use Grapefruit Grove leaves, and I have a mint macaron ribbon. Or Baker's Twin, I guess it is. It's not ribbon. And finally, we're going to stamp the sentiment in early espresso on the strip of mint macaron. And this strip is cut 4 inches by 1 inch. To try to put it as close. Yeah, that was not good. And upside down. So I'm going to try to put it as close to the far right edge as possible. Because we're using the left edge, I'm going to have to cut another mint macaron strip. Not doing an excellent job. I knew there was a reason I always leave my scraps out until I'm finished. I have this strip here. Let me see if it's big enough. Not quite. It's 1 inch, but it's only 3.5. Here's another one, even smaller. So it looks like I am going to have to cut a whole new strip. Also looks like I'm going to have to get myself new cutting blades soon. These are being a little difficult. Okay. So we get 1 inch. I hope this is long enough. It's 1 by 4. There we go. Okay. And now I'm going to try the sentiment again in early espresso and make sure that it's covered and going the right direction. There we go. Okay, so that is ready when we start to put the card together. But I have just a little bit of Big Shot work to do. Don't forget that it is September, and so those bonus days coupons you earned in August, you can now use on any order you place in September. Don't forget to use them. Alright. Gonna set that there. We're gonna do as much of the cutting at one time as we can do. So I will be grabbing several of the thinlits. We will be cutting out one of the leafy branches, as well as this trio of leaves down here. And on this piece of Tranquil Tide, I will be putting the embossing plate, and we are going to emboss a trio of leaves as we send this through. Okay, we're done embossing. We will now move the leafy branch die, and we'll take the trio of leaves die cut and put it around what we just embossed and send it back through. And now we're going to go ahead and get all of our pieces and start assembling our card. Okay, here's our pieces. So, on our card front, we are going to put the 3 strips of Designer Series paper. Now, on my sample, the stripes are going vertical. However, when you are working, I'm going to try to find the center. Okay. When you are working with pattern DSP, sometimes you get the opposite. And so for this card, we are going to have horizontal stripes. So we put the side with the leaves in the center, and the side with the stripes on either side. Okay. And then we are going to put the 2 cardstock strips together. The one that says "Words Are Not Enough" is a bit longer and narrower than the Tranquil Tide. And then once we do that, we are going to attach it with some dimensionals. And what I have left on my dimensional sheet are the edges. Don't throw them away. Use the edges of your dimensional sheet as dimensionals. They are still dimensionals. They still work great. That way you have no waste. Stick it right here. And then I'm going to start gluing on the leaves. And I think I will start with the Tranquil Tide embossed leaf. Right like that. And then we have a couple of the branches leaves, the one in crumb cake and the one in mint macaron, that we're going to just attach. It always kind of helps me to see what I did the first time. And I'm just flipping my colors, but I'm leaving the elements in the same general area. Oops, I just dropped my sample card. So, we are going to put the Grapefruit Grove leaves right like this. And then, while I have the glue out, we are going to put another strip of the DSP on the inside of the card. I decided to use the leaves. Okay, so there's the inside of the card. And the last thing I have to do is to tie the bow and attach it. So, I don't generally do this on camera, but I want you to see that it's really not that difficult. If I can do it, you can do it. I promise you that. I'm going to trim the ends and look for a glue dot and attach it with a glue dot. And there we have it. Here is card number 2 with the Rooted in Nature stamp set. I hope you had a great time playing along. Come back next Thursday at 2 o'clock and we will be doing the Christmas card with this stamp set. And don't forget to use your bonus days coupons. And during the month of September, there is a host promotion where you can earn an exclusive Designer Series paper set. If you want to know more about that, make sure that you contact me and let me know. And if you would like to follow my videos and always get indication when they're going to be posted, go ahead and right there I think is the subscribe button. So go ahead and subscribe and I will see you all here next week.